Welcome back for another video. I'm Eharbad, a free-to-play endgame player in Raid Shadow Legends. Today we are finally finishing the Fusion. I know you're going to say, why did it take so long? Well, for me, it's better late than never. I have to say it's a marathon, not a sprint, and consistent with my hope, or to a certain degree, an expectation, with like a reasonable probability, shall we say. A champion training did drop, and that enabled me to finish all the remaining rank ups and level ups, so I managed to get a good number of champion training points whilst completing the Fusion. It's something I mentioned over the weekend in a video, that in terms of like maximizing efficiency, this would be my approach, and we have followed through with that. So let's fuse the legendary. Waste that million silver on a vault guard. And there she is in all her glory, ready for a prolonged period in the vault. Sadly, the champion training is of questionable value, as Plarium have seemingly lost grip with reality, aside from the massive bait and switch regarding the infographic versus reality with respect to the Eternal Soulstone. Where is my goddamn legendary book? I mean, I'm looking. I can't see it. Where's it gone? And I think it's, obviously that's me being slightly facetious, but what I do think is reality is they've added a lot of resource types into the game. And I think it's time that they actually add more tiers of rewards into the events and tournaments. We can't keep having a limited number of tiers. They can add some intervening tier points, maybe even add one slightly higher than the current levels that we're seeing. And, you know, they've added core hammers, barrels, feasts, chaos ore, soul coins, soul essences, and soul stones to the game. But they haven't added enough slots to actually earn them. They just keep replacing what we can earn with different resource types in each tournament. And for me, it's a big problem for long-term engagement. New players need more rare books. Mid-game players need many more epic books. And endgame players need a reason to keep playing the game. I mean, we have the same tired events month after month after month. And at least if you have some interesting rewards that are guaranteed on the side that encourage us to participate, I think the game will be in a much healthier and happier place. And seriously, stop giving one soulstone, one tier 1 soulstone as a reward. It's garbage. Either give us 2 or 3 at a minimum, or just give us tier 2 or tier 3 coins. I really don't want to see this tier 1 soulstone. It's just not worth it. Sadly, begrudgingly, I think I'll end up doing this champion training anyway, as, you know, via finishing the Fusion, I'm already over 3k points, so the marginal cost of another 5k points for the Void Shard is probably something that I'm just going to end up doing. I'm not going to go for the Trunder skin. I think that's a complete waste of time. What I also think I will end up doing is in the Dragon tournament, we do have 200 of the tier 2 coins available at 1525, which I think represents a reasonable value. Could view that as either, you know, 0.2 of a tier 2 soulstone or a bunch of essences. I actually forget how many essences that is. Maybe we should jump into the Soul Merchant, the Mystic Market rather. But it's only 4 essences. That's pretty disappointing, isn't it? But still, I'll do it anyway. Why not? And in order to do that, I think what I'm going to do is jump into Dragon 25, run Rich off the Bold as a solo farm, and basically get it done that way. Who shall we put in? Let's have a little army of Death Knights. So yeah, I think what I'll end up doing is do a bit of double dip, use Rich off the Bold in Dragon, do the CT at the same time as the Dragon till I get to that 1500 points, and then probably focus on the champion training only in order to get the rest of the champion training points. In terms of champion training points per energy, I will lose quite a bit doing this Dragon. But in terms of overall efficiency, because I do want to get those 200 tier 2 coins and I want to get the Void Shard, it's probably going to be my best bet. Having got the Void Shard, I think I will end up getting the Chaos Ore at 10k points, because again, the marginal cost of 1900 represents good value for investment. This particular build on Richoff, basically what I did is I took my Crypt King gear and I put it on Richoff, and it works fine. I rebuilt him during, I say rebuilt, I actually built him. He had no gear on previously. I gave him gear during the fusion, as there was a opportunity for a triple dip where we had champion training, dungeon divers, and dragon all overlapping. I did mention that I was going to do that, I believe, in the fusion plan video. And I've run about 100-ish runs with this build, and so far it's been 100% successful. I think it's pretty stable. I will quickly show you guys the gear once this run is finished, just so you can see the build, but it's quite straightforward in that regards. Like Immortal plus regen. Don't know why the set info is not displaying properly, but it is what it is. In terms of skills, I have got the A2 booked out. I was really lucky with the books. We only landed them in the A2, which was perfect. I did want the reduced cooldown to get the runs a bit quicker. In terms of masteries, I've gone down to Oppressor. I've also tried to pick up additional TM boosts, things like Arcane Celerity, Spirit Haste. I've also got Master Hexer to have the poisons extend longer. Try and get Cyclomagic to hopefully cycle back a little bit quicker to the poison skill. Dwarf Steel here, not adding that much value, simply because it's only going to benefit the one Immortal set, so it's very, very small value. You could make an argument for taking Evil Eye instead. But overall, I quite like Law of Steel as a flexible mastery slot that works for many gear sets. We've got Rejuvenation to help regen additional health through the regen and the Immortal set. So, this Rejuvenation I really like. I think that's a good mastery, particularly if you're doing one of these solo builds. We do have Shadow Heal in the second wave. One of the enemy mobs does do a heal, so this does proc. It's actually the Mystic Hand that does it. Then we've got a couple of damage reduction elements coming through in terms of the defense tree. And although I don't think we ever end up proccing this, we do have Retribution, just because there's one more spot and it makes the most sense. Again, if we end up using this champion or this build in any other content with different gear sets, it's generally an attractive mastery to have. I think that is going to kind of be today's video. It's really just show you guys that I have now completed the fusion, talk about the current tournaments that are ongoing and what I'm going to do with respect to those, and basically show you my solo dragon setup. It's no Theodore, but it's still pretty quick. And thankfully, so far, touch wood, it's 100%. Alright, I'll let this play out, and all I can say is thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Is that the shortest video on my channel? It might be. See you next time.